everybody.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
Digestion chat.
Uh,
Uh, the thing we do a lot when we're in season one is we constantly talk about how stupid we are. It is very annoying to me.
oh,
Just a little zany today. That was the last episode. Oh, we're just we are so stupid. I don't know. We're just feeling zany today. Oh, I mean, embarrassed for you, goosebumps all over my body.
oh
Every
no.
time. Just let I'm just like, just let it be funny.
Embarrassed for us, goosebumps.
Yes,
Oh
definitely.
no. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Embarrassed for past selves, past me and you, goosebumps.
Yeah, we'll discuss that. Maybe not on this episode, but I do
Okay.
want to talk more about that.
Yeah. I mean, we there are some things that we do so much better right now
Mm,
than we used to.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Hopefully, in a lot of ways.
I'd say most ways.
Okay.
Maybe always. I don't know.
Only thing we don't have is that late 20s skin and bod.
Yeah. We were so fit then.
We had the possibility to be more fit, though.
That's definitely true. Yep.
We really could have.
Yeah.
But now we
Coulda,
can't.
woulda,
Just
shoulda.
kidding. Whatever.
No.
It's all good.
Well, we'll get to that in the Embrace the Midsection
For
episode.
for sure.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. One, two, three, clap.
Clap.
You're listening to the Two Gomers podcast, a show about two regular guys in their 40s embracing midlife, chasing healthy aging, and inviting a nation along for the run. This is the seventh episode of season 13. Get regular. You know what we mean. For September 26th, 2025, 16 weeks to the race.
Welcome, everybody, to season 13, episode 7 of the Two Gomers podcast. This is Anthony speaking, one of those two aforementioned Gomers, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, with my friend Steven, all the way out in Flagstaff, Arizona.
September 26th, it's officially fall, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Is it officially?
I think so. I think we've crossed the whatever thing. What is it? Is it an
Vernal
equinox?
equinox.
Is it vernal equinox?
Nah, I just made that up. It's
I'm
like saying words.
I'm pretty sure. Now we are recording right now. I think we're still in summer because we're recording a week ago.
Right.
And so you can still wear shorts, I guess. Is it? I guess a short summer update. Does that mean short summer
Oh,
is officially
good
over?
question. Okay, so we're gonna get to the weekend review.
Yep.
Morning running in Atlanta has been super nice, but I'm like
Wonderful.
totally still shorts, like shorts. I will be shorts in Atlanta. I mean, no, I get in joggers mostly just for the enjoyment of it. Probably in 2 months.
Have I talked about my temperature
Yes.
line where
Yep.
it's
Like
40? If I
40,
get out there
41 or
42,
something. 42.
42, I'm in shorts. If because it warms up, right?
Right. Yep.
I mean, my bod does, but so does the
Yeah.
air.
Right.
Um, but if it's lower than 42, I'm wearing sweats.
Yep.
So
We
yeah, so I'm wondering about the day to day. I mean, short summer, it doesn't apply to working out, right? I'm wearing shorts and they are short, let me tell
Oh
you.
yeah. Yep,
I'm wondering
short
about
summer doesn't apply.
your short summer where you're like shorts all the time,
Yep.
never not shorts.
Yep. Well, so I still am wearing shorts all the time, but like you said, it's still
Great.
summer.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know that I really achieved my goal though of
Mm.
long tan legs this summer.
Oh, what a shame.
Maybe better, but
Let me be the judge of that. Do you have shorts on right now?
no, I'm actually wearing
Oh,
so
it's a
okay.
shame.
So like a little behind the scenes, I'm like on call right now for a possible
Hmm.
rehearsal that I might need to cover. And
Yeah.
so I'm unusually very showered and
Mm.
clothed
Mm.
and like ready to go at a moment's notice, right? Like I've
Yeah.
got my bassoon packed up, I've got my car packed up, and therefore
You have
I'm
pants
wearing
on.
pants,
Wow.
long, hard pants
Man, are
in
those pants hard.
working
Just
from
blocking
home.
out my view of those long tan legs.
Right, dude. So,
It's a real
but
shame.
we have a football game tomorrow night with, like high school Friday night lights.
Huh.
Lily's middle school band is playing
Okay.
in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll be wearing shorts to that.
You go, Anthony.
Yep.
Short summer.
Short summer
Um,
continues into short fall.
yeah, I mean, I guess maybe next time we'll talk about whether it
Okay.
continues. We don't know right now. We'll
Right.
know next time whether it has continued into short
Right.
fall. Um, can I just we're doing a, a digestion ep, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Much clamored for and ballyhooed
Mm-hmm.
digestion ep. People love these when
Right.
we talk
And
about our guts.
if you don't, just don't listen to this one. You know what I
I
mean? If that kind of
guess.
stuff is the kind of stuff that just makes you feel like,
Yeah.
gives you the squiggies, gives you the heebie-jeebies, gives you the like, like I don't know, this doesn't sound good to you. Do it or don't listen to it because we'll probably go for it. I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna go hard
Right.
this
So,
ep.
but I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I
Me
mean,
too. I love talking about this
these
stuff.
are those vulnerable subjects that
Yes.
many steer away from, but everybody deals with.
Not the Gomers. We
Right.
face them head on.
Right.
I just wanted to name another coincidence.
Mm.
Because we are in season 13 alternating between our past and present selves. Every
Yep.
other week we post a season 1 episode because we're running the same exact race as we did 17 years ago. It's just amazing to me, as usual, how much we talk about on those eps that we're going to talk about on this one. We ended that last episode answering listener feedback questions about food,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, or
Yep.
listening to listener feedback about the question we asked about food. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what I think about coincidences. It's a God thing.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. We're like, since we're kind of tracking along the same trajectory and
Yeah.
thinking about racing and
Yep.
running, then we're also thinking about the same questions, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, 2 eps ago we talked about it also on the
Mm,
season 1, right? Like, I mean, do you have that clip ready? You
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
playing me a
Okay.
little clip. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've got it
Here we go.
at the ready.
It's something to do with it being humongous pizza and Indiana Jones or something. No, I guess one thing I could say about my diet is I'm definitely into like whole grains and stuff, like you just said, whole wheat. Right. Like totally and
Aaron
stuff.
and I make our own bread, which
Never
like
changes.
I love cooking and I love the Food Network.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
that's one thing that I'm definitely all about is like oatmeal,
Wow, cool.
whole grain breads and pastas and stuff.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even have to do with running. That's something that we started a couple years ago for regular.
Yeah. How embarrassed are you when you listen to these old eps on a scale
Oh.
of 1 to 10?
I mean, how embarrassed am I? 1 to 10, 1 being not, 10 being
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
We could make a funnier scale than that. I mean, 2, dude.
Oh wow.
I am not embarrassed. I love that guy. We've talked
Yeah.
about this before. We'll talk about it again. The naivete, the freedom of like just who gives a rip.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, middle age, dude, 46 and 47. Man, it's like the world is so heavy
Yeah.
right now. And so
Yep.
I listen to those dudes. I know that world was heavy then. I know the world will be heavy in 20 years from now. It'll always be, but there's something about, we've talked about it a bunch of times, just the joie de vivre. And Aaron reminds me, behind the scenes, there wasn't joie de vivre all the time. Like,
Absolutely not.
there,
I mean,
that we talk about
yeah.
gastroenterological stuff and woes and auditions and struggles
Yes,
and stresses and
definitely.
anxiety and depression, but
Yeah.
maybe it's that dot. Maybe we just need to talk more through that dot.
I don't know. Well, I think we are in agreement that we both like you from
Ah.
from back then. I am very embarrassed by myself in those episodes. I will say sometimes I wonder if you find anything back then that I said actually funny. Because it does seem like
Oh,
there's a lot
right.
of like
No.
to things
Well,
that I
dude.
say. So
Dude,
and I'm always
okay.
like, oh, he's right. It was not funny what I just said.
No, it was funny. It's like we didn't know how to do this yet. So,
That's true. Yep.
you know how we've talked about it before, but how Lorne Michaels, when he's watching a sketch or
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not him. The podcast is not SNL, okay? But it's
Mm.
like he'd be like, "That's funny. That's amazing." He doesn't really
Yes.
laugh out loud. That's often the way I feel.
Uh-huh.
So like when you were telling the story, like just on that episode about the Flagstaff Santa guy,
Yes. Yeah.
like
Wi-
I would so okay, 1 to 10 embarrassed. I was like 8 or 9 embarrassed for me because I know that I was like, okay, Steven's gonna have a punchline coming up, and I have to laugh at it, and it's
Uh,
gonna be funny, but I have to sound like I think it's funny.
Well, I felt like that story completely fell flat.
No, that's
I was
my
like,
fault.
I was listening to that on a run, like hardly being able to run. My goosebumps were so huge.
Yeah, I was at a 8 or a 9 for myself, dude, for sure.
Okay,
So
I
yeah,
I think those guys are cute. You
yeah.
and me back then.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think that you're very endearing, and I think I'm a tryhard. That's how I feel about it. I know it's probably not the case. I'm judging myself too much. Well, everything we've heard from our listeners who are on this journey with us are like, we love those guys, and we
Okay, yeah.
love hearing the dichotomies and the ways you guys have changed and stayed the same past and future. So I probably just need to get over it. Um, anyway, we are going to talk about something in this episode that we have been talking about from the very beginning:
Mm,
digestion,
mm,
not only in running, even though we will be talking about that, but in middle age now that we are in our late 40s. So
hmm.
we're going to do a week in review. We're going to go to that core where we take a deeper look at a way we're chasing health in midlife. This week, get regular. We're going to end, as always, with what's giving us life and a ton of fun stuff along the way. But first, our goal for this season is to run a half marathon together in January. So we're going old school and starting each ep with a week in review. Play the jingle.
Excellent.
Right,
All right,
sweet.
let's clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
That's just for the viewers. That's
Just
just
for
for the
YouTube.
13.1ers.
Just for
Okay.
YouTube.
All right,
All
here
right,
we are in
here
the
we
week.
are.
Oh,
Oh, don't.
no. Oh, wait. We have time to edit. You
Yeah,
want,
we have
why don't you,
edits. Yeah,
yeah, why don't you
you
start?
go ahead, dude.
Okay. All right, here we are in the week in review. Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we start with you? I started last
Okay.
time. Why don't we start with your week in review?
Great, dude. So getting into the zone 2 thing, continuing,
Okay.
and dude, I'm I'm really liking it. I
Okay.
know last week we were like zone 3 is for Stevie.
Yes.
I can't think of a good zone 2 is for zone U. Like, because if I was Gomer 2,
Yeah, that would work. I
zone
was just gonna say,
2
wait, who's who? You're
for
Gomer one. Zone two
Tony.
is for um
Um,
Anthony R. Georgeson Bassoon.
oh yeah, zone 2 for Bassoon.
That's as good as it's gonna get, folks.
Okay. So I did my longest run that I've
Hmm.
done since we started training. Probably my longest run in maybe a year. I've hiked longer,
Okay.
quite a bit longer, but I did a zone 2, like really disciplined zone 2 5 mile run this morning.
Okay.
And I tried to keep that 120 to 140. Like
Okay.
I didn't look at pace. I actually, you know what? I listened.
That's
I
heart rate
listened.
he's talking about, folks. Just so you know, if you're new to zone two, he's
Oh
trying to
yeah,
keep between 120 and 140
yeah,
beats per
minute, yeah,
minute.
uh-huh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, so actually, like Gene, we were talking about Gene last week.
Mm-hmm.
His RPE is like what he's always thinking about that rate of
That's rate
perceived
of perceived
exertion,
exertion. Yep.
which I mean, just teasing the make your to don't list for next week.
Uh-huh.
Um, I was trying like I was thinking about that episode actually a lot about the
Hmm.
RPE because I think rate of perceived exertion is going to really play into overworking and overscheduling and things of that nature, like
Hmm.
how we're always redlining. Like I feel like we're redlining. I feel like last week I don't even know how we recorded that episode.
We
the
did it.
world, like
Yep.
we just plowed through and did it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to talk about that on next week's episode.
Yeah.
But I thought about that a lot on my run this morning, which was like, how does the RP apply to just your everyday life? So we'll talk about that next week.
How hard you're
But
pushing, right? Like paying
yeah,
attention to how hard you're pushing, how much energy you're actually expelling so that
hmm
you can go longer.
yes,
Yep.
and you actually can do more. You can actually do more with less effort if you're being disciplined about it. Is kind of
Right.
my idea. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna get to that. I'm looking at my notes here, and that's all in there. Also, I'm like taking notes while running zone two. That's
How
also
do you
really
how do
hard.
you do that? Are you typing? You're talking into your phone?
Man, dude. So all of my technology is I've devolved into this tech world, dude, where my phone is old, my watch barely works, and my laptop is almost 10 years old. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
although I have a brand new car, that's cool.
Well, yeah, it's the little things. Must be nice. So wait, are you
Right.
saying that because of that it goes your phone is slow or what?
No, yeah, because of that, at any moment, Runkeeper can like quit. My
I
watch
see.
just stops.
Yeah.
It reports my heart rate. Like I have to open up and close the app, the heart rate app on the watch, like multiple times per run, just to make
Uh-huh.
sure. Like it's like, my heart rate's been 139 for the last 3 minutes and hasn't changed by one. I think it's frozen. You know what I mean? So like, um, so I actually did all that because I know that I did that all pre the run. Um, and but as far as taking notes, I'm always like mildly afraid. Like if I do Siri on my watch and ask her to
Yeah. She's
take
just gonna
notes,
crash you out.
she'll just be like,
Totally.
and like
Yep.
start skipping stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I unfortunately have to bust out my phone and I'm trying to keep my pace, trying to keep my zone two thing. And then I'm like,
Thumbing
knee
it.
twinging. This is my notes from today. Knee twinging, long obedience in the same direction, aim for longevity. I want to still be doing this when I'm 80. Leaf blower on Silver Comet Trail. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, some things never change. Leaf blower in your notes.
Well, dude, let me just tell you about that real quick in just the closing of my because so I'm
Okay.
really liking Zone Two. I
Yeah.
was texting with Mr. Aaron
Mm-hmm.
uh, after the 5 mile. He texted me like 5 seconds after I saved the activity. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Bro, great 5 mile run, dude." And so I sent him a screenshot of the heart rate. Like, stayed right in the zone, ran super slow and chill.
Nice.
Um, but I felt like I could go on forever, dude.
Oh,
I could have
wow.
gone like 5 more miles easily. Not easily, but
Huh.
like I really dig it.
And you're run walk running?
Run, walk, running, 2-to-1
Okay.
splits, and
Great.
so like my heart rate will dip to about 119 in the
Okay.
walk, and then it'll
Mm-hmm.
creep up to low 140s.
Okay.
And then I did do a quarter-mile sprint
Oh,
at 8-minute pace,
wow.
which
And
was
did you
which
get a
it
top
only
heart
went to
rate?
172.
Huh.
So
Maybe
I don't get
maybe
that.
that's your max heart rate.
I doubt it. I was huffing and puffing, and it was also really fun.
There you go.
It was really fun, and I was listening to Saving Private Ryan, Hymn to the Fallen.
I wonder if
Um,
Mr. Aaron could help you figure out how to get your actual max heart rate a little bit better.
yeah,
Because that has really helped me figure out my zones.
I'm sure it's faster than that. It's just I don't know. Um, just one thing that happened when I was out there is this super loud leaf blower. I'm on this paved trail that's super nice, and it's like 100 miles long, or maybe it's
Wow.
like 50 miles long. And this thing kept getting louder and louder and louder, and it was basically a golf cart with a very high-powered leaf blower attached to it that's just clearing off the fall leaves while I'm listening to the Firm soundtrack, Mitch and Abby,
Uh-huh.
best song ever, and feeling like I'm Tom Cruise. running at like 17-minute pace. Just kidding. Um,
He does run a lot.
he runs at like 4-minute pace in those movies. Um, but yeah, Zone 2 doesn't really match with Tom Cruise very well.
Uh-uh. No,
But
not
anyways,
really.
dude, this thing terrified the crap out of me
Yeah.
because like it's approaching, and then the guy was like, "Get over
Uh,
there," and I
uh-huh.
went to the wrong side, and he's like, "No, there."
Huh.
And I went over next to him, and then he blew right past me, and I was like, that thing almost ran me over. It was scary.
Wow. I mean, first bees, now leaf blowers.
I know, man. And
Give
there's
this guy a
spiders
break.
everywhere too.
Mm.
These
But,
black, yellow spiders all over Georgia.
oh, oh
Anyways,
no.
so
I know in the comfort TV shows you talked about how scared you are of snakes. That was new information to me. Is it spiders too? You don't like
yeah,
spiders?
I don't. Yeah, we'll get into that when we talk about worst movie experiences.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I smell some John Goodman coming
Hmm.
in that one. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, great. Um, I had a question. This is sometimes I love it when people ask us questions about running. We can answer them in the week in review. And so I
Hmm.
actually had a question through Runkeeper this week about
Interesting.
what I'm doing, how I'm changing my training based on our training schedule. So the
Ah.
listener who follows me closely on Runkeeper and knows that I usually run 4 times a week. And
Oh.
so he asked, "What are you doing?" Because if people are following along with us on the running schedule, I thought we could talk a little running schedule today. It's 3 runs a week.
Right.
Right now, I think we're at two threes and a five. Then it goes back to 4.
Hmm.
Yes, next weekend.
Yes.
And then
Zone
it
two, it'll
starts
feel
going
like 3.
hard, right?
Yeah.
Like
Then it starts
6,
building.
7, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 9. I mean, so I'm glad to hear that you feel like you could go forever because we're about to ramp up.
Yeah. Definitely. I uh, I'm
Sounds
digging
fun
it.
to me.
It's
Yeah,
nice and slow though, bro. It's
it is.
slow, and
It
I'm gonna spend another month just looking at that, and that's it. I'm not looking at pace.
okay. Just looking at
Uh.
your heart rate.
Yep.
That's great. Um, so uh, I told him what I'm going to tell the nation. I'm actually decreasing my runs for
Mm.
this training. I'm only doing 3. I'm just going to do exactly what's on the schedule.
Hmm.
And so I did 3, 3, 5 this week, and I was like, this is pretty sweet.
So
Now I
how did that go? Like, I mean, you coming stooping down to my level that can barely do this. And yeah.
well, so I guess there's a couple reasons for doing this. One is that I do want to do what you're doing, right? That's true. Like I want to do what Anthony's doing, and if y'all are doing this with us, Nation, I do want to do what everyone's doing. It's also pretty helpful with my current schedule, my current
Ah.
work schedule, um,
Yeah.
which I think it continues to be my problem with Zone 2. It takes
Right.
so long.
Yep. I
So
get
I was
that.
just looking at I wasn't paying attention to my zones this morning. I just had to like get it done. And when I'm not paying attention to my zones, bro, well, zone 3 is right for Stevie. Look at that. Zone 3
Yep.
is the yellow,
Yep.
right? Zone 2, a 5.7% of my
Wow.
run. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Uh,
Because
it,
if I'm in
it's
zone 2,
totally
that's
fine.
going to take me like 10 or 20 more minutes. I got to
Yeah.
get going, bro.
Yeah. I get that. So maybe, I mean, maybe this will be the first run where we're just like, see you at the end, dude.
No, 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 no. Absolutely not. There is no way we're going to do this and not run together. I don't care. I don't care what our pace is at all in the race.
Mm.
And I could say that with all honesty. I want to chill with my friend, run a race, have good conversation. I mean, that's the goal to finish, right?
Yeah, totally. To finish
And
and to be able
so,
to do it again. Isn't that what they say? Like
hmm,
the goal of the pilot, like number one goal is to land the plane. Number
okay.
two goal is so that it can fly again.
Oh, okay. I love that.
I
Okay,
mean,
those will
those
be
are
our goals then.
pretty basic.
Yep.
Like everybody survives, and then the plane can be reused.
Okay,
Uh,
so both of us live
yup.
through the race, and both of us live so that we can do another race in the future.
Yes.
I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to give that update. I was going to talk about this I mean, you almost got hit by a leaf blower. I almost got hit by an SUV today.
Mm,
We don't
jeez.
this road that Jessica and I run on, it was just me today. We there's no sidewalk. You're running on the road. And the rules of the road are you run on the left side.
Mm,
Run on the left, folks. If I can
right.
use any of my influence here, if you're on the road, you run on the left. It's because you're running toward oncoming traffic. Nobody does it right. Cars suck on this road. And I have maybe I'll um punt, is that what you would say? This
Hmm.
to a future one. I have a um a script ready for if anybody stops, what I would say to them.
Oh,
Because
like if
people get mad at us
right.
when they're almost hitting us with the car. So I
Uh-huh.
have prepared remarks ready
Nice.
to talk to SUVs if they ever stop. Maybe I'll talk about that at some other point.
Oh,
But
that's
I
funny.
think we should go into the core. I'm ready to talk about digestion.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's clap. 1, 2, 3, clap,
Clap. One, two, three, clap.
clap.
Was that better? Here, let's do it
Let's do it
again.
again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, clap,
Clap. One, two, three, clap.
clap.
Okay, that's way
Yeah,
better.
it was better. The first one was like super delayed for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I get to open my La Croix. Okay, sweet. I'm so thirsty. Okay. Hey, how's it going over there in the core? This is one you guys have been talking about a lot. I have some indigestion. I'd like some help. All right.
Mm. Well, it is a clamor situation. Here we are in the core, where we dig deeper into a core habit, discuss a core practice, or answer a core question around healthy aging. This week, get regular. You know what we mean.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Um, Obviously, this is something we've been talking about for a long time. Our stomachs, our digestion,
Mm-hmm.
our regularity. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's something that we talk about a lot. We've been thinking about talking about this again in middle age,
Right.
officially. I think the last time we had an episode about this was our Code Brown episode in Overcoming Runner's Block.
Yep.
I remember you saying the same things at the beginning. If this makes you squeamish, skip this app.
I don't, maybe that makes me feel more free to just talk about whatever
Yeah,
because
that's
like
good.
I don't want with the words that are coming out of my mouth to
Yes?
feel guarded. So I
Okay.
want anybody to feel warned. It's not like we're going to be gross or anything, but
No.
you
I
know.
would say let it flow freely in this app.
What do we say?
Uh,
Think outside the bun.
so it's a clamor. What I mean by a clamor situation is sometimes we get many comments about one thing. We call that the clamor, the Gomer clamor,
Hmm.
right? I just want to read this one from Valerie. She says, a topic popped into my head that you've touched on in the past, and I was wondering if you could again in your new discussions. I think she's talking about our midlife discussions.
Yeah.
Um, at one time, you were having issues with some foods. Is that still
Mm.
a problem? Has anything helped? Has anything changed?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess I could say yes, sort of. Yes, those three. I mean, yes, this still exists. And I think it's a particular issue as you age. And I've done a lot of research on it.
Oh man, I can't wait to get to your research. I did some also. It's a topic that I'm interested in. It's
Hmm.
also a topic that causes a good bit of anxiety.
Yes, sure.
Although I will say, so as we like with the question of does this change, does this get better or worse? Well, does it
Yeah.
get worse
Hmm.
in middle age? I would actually say for me, just headline off the top of the thing
Yep.
is a lot of it's actually gotten better.
I agree. This is a
With
hot take from both of us.
interesting. Okay, I didn't think you were going to say that.
Now, okay. Well, hmm. I have gotten way better at managing it. How about that?
Got it.
So
Sure.
I am much more free in my, I feel much better in my gut, but that's because I have, so here we go.
Sorry.
I'm
This
gonna
thing
do,
makes me
I'm
laugh a
just gonna
little bit.
tell you where I'm going in this. I think there's two
Yeah.
ways to make it better: know thyself and actually act on it. And so I've
Yeah.
taken those two things super seriously in the past
Yep.
decade.
Right.
And so my stomach, I have way fewer tummy troubles. If I was not doing those two things, I would be a freaking mess
Yeah, yeah.
right now.
Okay, I
So
got it.
maybe what you're saying is different than that. I don't know.
No, I think I'm saying the same thing. Because
Okay.
so what were your 2 points there? What were
Know
those?
thyself,
Yep, I
and
wrote
then
that one
once
down too.
thou hast known thyself, act on it.
Okay, so know thyself and part two, act on that.
Yeah, let's
See,
see what I.
I wrote down,
Yeah,
let's see, I
that's right.
wrote down knowing what the right thing to do versus actually doing it.
Okay, we're right in lockstep here, right? Now, how is this different than anything we ever talk about?
Right.
It's just what we're talking around, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is the same advice we're going to give over and over again and all these things, right? Like
Right.
as you age, you have this choice about so many things. Knowing yourself and acting on that, and then like you're saying, the real the real change happens around whether you're actually gonna do it or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
Um, and I think that for many people, and I have felt this way in the past, I need to just get over feeling like this is unfair or it must not be happening to me, those kinds of things. The
Right.
fact is, we are changing in our bodies, our minds, our spirits, our emotions as we age. We might
Mm-hmm.
as well just embrace that and do something about it.
Sure. Yep. And by doing those things, by knowing thyself and by acting on it, it actually is getting better.
I agree.
And so I can remember, I just like the reason I was laughing earlier,
Hmm.
like while you were sharing something like really important, was because I was I was just thinking about the reason during college we were always like, oh, just like,
Almost
oh,
always like, oh,
yeah, like I mean, other than so the high school nervousness, just your stomach is just nervous all the time.
yeah.
Uh,
I
but
wonder if
then you
hormonal stuff
just
also.
gotta be, I that's gotta be made make it worse.
Yep.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's but also heading into men's choir straight from Cafe Caruba, where you had like a Philly cheesesteak breakfast burrito, like
From Quick Trip.
like that's just dumb. That's not like you have what, indigestion problems. That's a bad decision.
Could it be that we are less dumb right
Yeah,
now? I certainly hope so.
that so it's like it's not like everything's better and working better, but it's like
Hmm.
I wouldn't do stuff like that now.
Right.
Uh and
Not that we're never dumb in our eating, and
well,
I'll get
okay,
back to
so
that, I think. But I
dude,
think
we
that
yeah,
I do feel like that is more the exception to the rule than the rule at this point in my life.
100%. So
Hmm.
my girls, Aaron and my girls would be able to tell you anytime that I have a big, concert coming up
Yeah.
or a race or something like that, something that involves stress on oneself or
Yeah.
and they know that I just eat super bland.
Huh.
Like I eat super bland, super basic.
Got it.
I don't eat anything like so my pre-concert meal is like chicken and rice.
Because you know
Yep,
thyself
I know
that
thyself
stress and anxiety makes your stomach go gross.
yep.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
so just so like but they would know, oh yeah, dad or Anthony, whoever's talking, one of, you know,
Yeah, I do
Aaron,
know.
Aaron or the girls.
I was not saying Anthony
Right.
eats plant food before Anthony goes to his concert.
Right. But like, huh, why isn't he pouring hot sauce on everything? You
Uh-huh.
know?
Yeah.
Why isn't he eating this really weird meal we're having and he's over there eating a chicken with a little sauce, maybe. It's like, oh yeah, he has got a concert tonight.
Yep.
But that has helped it be better.
Yeah. And I really do think that that is in complete line with my 2 points because you know yourself and you change the way that you eat around that. Um,
Hmm.
I I didn't do any research on like whether teen hormones do that to your stomach, but I did do research on middle age and old age.
Okay.
And here's what do you think about the title of this article I read on National Library of Medicine, my favorite place to go in these conversations?
Mm-hmm.
The article is called Fecal inconstant. Wait,
Oh, jeez.
fecal incontinence becomes more common with age. We should have named our app that.
Oh man,
Tried to be we tried to
clickbait.
be a little sneaky in the app title. That would have
Right.
been maybe we would have gotten more hits. With fecal incontinence becomes more common with age. So here's what they say: when you age, I wrote these down. Normal motility slows a bit, which basically means your digestion slows. Your
So yeah.
your healthy active digestion slows down and changes.
So that's interesting because in the first half of our life, we were just worried about having to go too much or
Well,
at inopportune times.
so I think that my understanding is that slowing motility, which means that the organisms in your gut are slowed down, actually continues to cause those same problems.
Oh,
What if I go in the wrong places, etc.
dang it.
Um, pelvic floor and connective tissues weaken. So your
Mm-hmm.
pelvic floor, which kind of keeps it in,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and muscles that work the digestion, those are weaker.
Yeah.
The microbiome shifts. That's certainly
Yeah.
true.
Right.
And I always love to learn a new word for the wedding game.
Yeah.
Polypharmacy
Ah.
has strong GI side effects. What that means is a lot of medication. So
Oh
as
yeah.
they were looking at, all reasons for this, and one of the reasons was middle-aged and old people just take more medicine and medicines. And
Yep.
so that usually, and we know this,
Yep.
usually has some sort of gut side effect.
Right. They stack, right? And so then you get this one
Yeah.
to help with pain or like your nerve stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
then that might make you feel this way in your gut or might make you not be able to sleep or might not make you
Right.
more depressed or anxious. And then you have to go on something for that. And then you have to
Yep.
go on something to sleep. And then those build and then that messes with your gut.
Yes. And
Sure.
so I I was glad they included that in the study because that's
Yeah.
just an issue, right? Um, just so you know, nation, we're not going to make any judgment calls on the medicine that you're taking, right?
Not at all.
You take the medicine you need to take. It's just a reality and it's present in middle age and old age more than it
Hmm.
was when I was 12, right?
Right.
Um, okay. So here's a little behind the scenes on how I usually organize the app. I ask, why did we choose this?
Right.
How does it improve our health in middle age if we address it? And then what are a couple practical tips?
Yep.
When I got to the how can it improve health in middle age if we do it, I just had a question that I wanted to ask you.
Yep.
This is my only note. I had a question to ask Anthony. What makes your life better when your gut feels good?
Um, let's see. Well, as you were talking about, what was it? The pelvic floor and something else? What was the
Connective
other thing?
tissue, the
Can
microbiome, those
Yeah,
things.
all that stuff. Like, when people are like, if you could have a superpower, could you fly, stop
Mm-hmm.
time?
Yeah.
It would be that that is ironclad and that I
You
never would have to go to the bathroom unless I wanted to.
can Superman do that? He's like super in all these ways, right?
Yeah.
How's his gut? I'm assuming it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
What kind of
gotta be.
control does he have over his own
Yeah, well, remember that
digestion?
time I went to the gym just to like remember I was gonna go on that treadmill to like see how long I could go
Yeah.
without going.
Uh-huh.
Remember? And I
No,
was
I
like,
don't
okay,
remember this. This is
you
something.
don't remember
This was
that?
a particular digestion test.
Yeah, because like it's part of know thyself.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Sure.
yeah. So, but it is something that definitely causes me stress. And so,
Yeah, I agree.
if wait, what was the question again?
How does your life better when
Yeah,
you are regular, right?
right.
When your gut feels good, when your
You feel
digestion is
you feel
working.
good.
Yeah.
You feel like you can go anywhere and do anything.
I
That's the way that I feel. And
Yep.
so, just as an example, on Monday, I think
Mm-hmm.
it was like I would say once a month, maybe once every other month, I
Yeah.
just have a day where I just don't feel good. Like
Yep.
it's not regular anymore. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
it is. Yeah, it's not like
It's
in
irregular.
in
Yeah.
high school where we were or college.
Mm.
Delivery boys, Catalyst worship nights. You're just like
Yes.
in the bathroom that whole freaking day, nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
Although,
And
yeah.
not eating well, probably, in the midst of it
Well,
all.
yeah. So it's like we did fire poop chili the night before,
Great
right?
idea. Mm-hmm.
Super great idea because you're going to be doing stuff the whole day the next day, and
If I
everybody
ate
on.
a bowl of that today, I would be out for a
Yeah,
week.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, that was trademarked, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That fire
Fire
chili.
poop chili. Yeah.
Yep. As many cans of like hot peppers and different peppers we cut up, right?
And I think it was just in Hormel, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
just it basically it's semi homemade chili, but
Yum.
Hormel's the base. Wasn't the factory like northern Illinois, right? You pass by that Hormel.
Oh, I was thinking it
Um,
was in New York City,
New York.
but
No, no,
that's
no. I
paste
think
picante sauce.
no. You
Oh,
drive
it's not
past
paste picante
when you go
sauce.
from O'Hare. Oh yeah,
I remember
not
now.
just like off-brand salsas from New York, right?
Yeah. Yep. I remember now there was a Hormel factory. Smelled great.
Yeah,
Going
on the
between
drive
Hormel or
from
O'Hare
O'Hare to
and Madison.
Madison. There's a
Sick.
big can of Hormel chili on the side of the highway. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so it makes me feel. Oh yeah, but that Monday, yeah, I just didn't feel good, and
Yeah.
so it sucked because I'm teaching for like 8 hours on
Mm-hmm.
Mondays,
Yeah.
and you're just you and a student
Mm-hmm.
alone in a room in like a music studio
Nowhere to
and
go, nowhere to hide.
nowhere to go. Yeah, nowhere to, yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, so again, Mondays, I'm like really clean.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I do kind of like cheat meals
Okay, yeah, me too.
or weird stuff around and or like, well, after or before time where I don't need to worry about stuff like that.
Okay,
So
that's
I
really
kind of
interesting.
go on like a cycle
Huh. That
of
that is so
like,
interesting, dude, because I have nothing in my notes about anxiety.
mm,
It seems like that and digestion. I understand that that's a total thing. It's just so interesting. This is why it's good that we have two hosts of this podcast, right?
mhm.
Because I wasn't thinking along those lines at all.
It's like the only
So
thing I think
interesting.
about when it comes to this. Well, that's not true. I want to be
I know,
healthy.
I
It
know.
feels great. Like, so, I mean, another thing I wrote down, dude,
Uh-huh.
is eat how you feel or eat for how you feel, not eat your feelings.
Okay.
And
That's good.
so for me, like, I have just realized
Mm-hmm.
that I just feel terrible
Mm.
if I eat and drink like crazy and my heart's racing
Yeah.
and um and I just thought for years and years and years that's just part of what how you feel.
Huh.
That's just
Yep.
what you feel like. And I don't and this is midlife for me.
Yeah.
98% of the time I just don't like the way that that feels. I never like the way it feels. Sometimes
Right.
it's a cost benefit analysis, but like I don't like the way this feels and so I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah. So
So I
I
just
think that's exactly right. That in middle age, I think the part of maturity in middle age is to be able to make those decisions in real time, to
right.
remember what makes you feel good or not feel good in your body.
Mhm.
And before you make the bad decision, make the right one.
Mhm.
Um, so for me, like when my gut, I feel the same way. When my gut is causing me, when I have tummy troubles, I just feel awful. I don't want to be with anybody. I get super grumpy.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like I can't function at my highest level, which annoys me about myself,
Mhm.
right? Um, and then you're just kind of have that worry that like at any moment it could all go wrong.
Right.
I mean, both of us are on stage often,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
totally.
boy, oh boy, I know the feeling of like I'm I'm preaching on a Sunday morning. I've got three sermons in a row. I've got to be on for 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, dude.
And so on that before that night on Saturday night, I'm not going to screw that up.
See,
I
that's
don't
what I
want to
mean.
feel awful the
On
whole
a
day.
Saturday night, I feel
Hmm.
like before the Know Thyself kicked in,
Yeah.
all Sunday you'd feel terrible because Saturday you know, went crazy
Hmm.
on some fast food binge or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, and then you're like at that building where there's like two bathrooms and you don't want to Like you don't want to walk off from preaching and then
Too intimate. I mean, there is a very too intimate bathroom close to where I preach, and then all the way around the other side of the church is a more private one. Guess which one I'm going to the bathroom in, right?
yes,
Like,
yep,
and I think that
totally,
one is there for that reason, right?
right.
Um, so yeah, I don't like the feeling of just in the back of my mind thinking, what's gonna what am I going to eat a peanut and that's going to be one like one step too far and just going to blast everything right out.
It's gonna mess you up. Yeah, I was actually there was a friend of mine, and we like at the orchestra, and
Uh-huh.
he was newer to the orchestra, and we figured out we're kind of on similar rhythms.
Yeah.
This is probably a difference between I'm not going to be genderist. In my experience, having talked with Erin about this, she's like, this would never happen to a woman or to
Okay.
herself. Okay.
This conversation that you're
Yes.
about to tell us about?
Yep. And
Okay.
so we just basically both he was like, "Oh, so you're a PCP." And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Pre-concert pooper."
Sure.
And I was like, "Yup." And so like, dude, we've been in there so many times.
You
And
just
that's what
know you know your rhythms. I mean, this is like when ladies are roommates, right? Like their rhythms
sure.
line up.
Sure, right.
And this is our version of that.
Yeah. I'm just saying when I told Erin about that, she was like, "That would never happen." So just what, yeah, no. So,
Um, can we get into some practicals because
yeah.
I think that overall it's know thyself and take action on that.
Yep.
I think for me in particular, it's the knowing myself is what I can eat and what I can't eat as I have
Mhm.
aged,
Mhm.
and those are different than when I was young, and it's because of all this pelvic floor and tissue loosening stuff that's happening, right? Um, so both Jessica and I have lists of things that we just can't eat anymore if we want to be happy.
I did notice that when I was there with you guys.
Yep.
I noticed
Um,
that.
so her list is longer than mine.
Mhm.
She's traditionally had digestive issues that she just maybe she's been more aware of it and more willing to change her life around it. That's
Oh,
probably what it is.
yep.
And when I'm like, oh man, no dairy anymore. Well, I'm just gonna try to keep doing it until and then I come to my senses eventually. So
Right.
for me, I just know, and this is a no surprise to anybody who's listened to the podcast for a while, it's dairy for me. It's also sugar.
Mhm.
It's also beans.
Bummer.
It's also grease.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
So the greasier, and this is where fast food probably comes in, even though McDonald's, come on, McDonald's with this extra value meal, $8 for a Big Mac meal now. This is bad for old Stevie.
That is, I mean, those were 12, $14.
Yes, and
Now
that was
down to
I was like, I
8.
can't bring myself to do it. And now I can bring myself to do it.
Any time of the week and twice on Sunday.
And I suffer for it because it's just all grease and sugar if I'm getting a nice cold, which I always do.
Of course.
And there's a slice of cheese on that Big Mac. What
Only
am I
one. Yep.
thinking? Only
Right.
one, but I feel it.
Yep.
Um, and then there's this kidney stone avoidance diet, which I'm on because I have had kidney stones and it was
Yeah.
absolute buttholes when I had that.
Oh man, dude.
Um,
Yikes.
and so I avoid spinach, walnuts, and raspberries because those things cause kidney stones.
Oh no.
So when you line that up with Jessica's list, which has eggs on it
Ah,
and
bummer.
corn on it, which
Oh,
includes corn syrup,
that's huge. Yeah.
high fructose corn syrup,
Well, but corn is in everything. Like when we did
everything.
kind of a reduction diet and
Yeah.
eliminated corn for a
Yep.
while, I couldn't believe how many processed foods corn is in.
Almost all processed foods.
Mhm. Mhm.
So the downside of knowing yourself is that feels really depressing
Mm.
because what can we eat together is a question, right?
Mhm.
what can we eat individually? At least things kind of blow. But do we want to make different meals every night? No.
You two just now now it's just two. They say like, the kids will eat what the parents eat. Now it's like you can't even eat the same thing.
Nope, not at all. And I've talked about this before. When we go out to eat, we like to get one entree and share it.
Mm.
That's hard,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not impossible. And so that's what I want people to hear when I'm talking about how to get regular, how to get your gut a place where you need it to be. You could do what I have done sometimes in the past, which is like, well, I
Right.
see this list, but who gives a rip? And then,
Yep.
bro, a couple hours later, I give a rip.
Yeah.
I'm giving lots of rips. I'm ripping like crazy. That's all I'm doing this weekend.
Everybody's gives a rip about that.
It's everybody's problem all of a sudden. And so I mean I can't be mad at it. I can't belittle myself around it. I can't belittle others around what they can and can't eat. You know, this like judgment that happens about like,
Mhm.
oh, he's a pescatarian. Maybe there's a reason why people are trying to eat healthy,
Well,
right?
actually, yep. So uh when we have a lot of people sub with the orchestra. I've played with a lot of
Mm-hmm.
different orchestras, all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. And you're oftentimes out to dinner or have share meals just like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And there one thing I love about the orchestra world is like you're often in a varied array of generations.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's quite diverse in the age
Yep.
department.
Mm-hmm.
And that often happens where somebody's like comes from out of town. They're like, oh yeah, I don't eat this. I don't eat this. I don't eat
Right.
this. I don't eat this. And I feel like for a long time when I was younger, I would think that that was because of vanity or because of fad diet
Yeah,
or
high
do you know what I mean?
maintenance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or like
definitely. Like, oh, you don't eat that. Like, give it a give people a break. There's probably reasons why they don't eat what they don't eat.
for sure. It's like they have a gluten
Yeah.
allergy. Like that's totally legit. Or I've had a friend with celiac.
Yep.
Um, or people with dairy stuff or soy stuff or
Mm-hmm.
that's just part of knowing thyself.
Yep.
And so now, just like you said, it's like, oh, well, some people might like not be able to tolerate tomatoes or
Mm-hmm.
like you said, spinach, walnuts, and raspberries.
Raspberries. Yeah.
That's a bummer because I love that stuff. Dang
Oh,
it.
tell me about it. All this stuff I love. Grease, pour it right down my throat.
Pour some sugar on me.
Definitely pour some sugar on me. Um, I hope if people are hearing anything, it's that it's good to know what when you put it in your body makes you feel gross and to avoid that. Don't feel
Mm-hmm.
ashamed of that, especially as you age, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There have been times when I've been to potlucks or I mean, we just ask people, and I know you guys do too when we are hosting people like, do you have any food allergies or intolerances, right? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
so we avoid that. Like we have a life group at our house and when people come over, we just know that there's an actual dairy allergy. I don't have an allergy, but I have an intolerance, but there's actual dairy allergy. And that makes it hard, honestly, to
Yep.
cook for 8 to 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
But you do it and nobody's mad about it because it's stupid to be mad at people for things they can't help.
Totally. Totally
Um,
agreed.
so I know this just feels so basic, but find out what you can and can't eat and then change your diet around that. And that will go, I would say, most of the way towards solving gut issues. Now there's medications and there's all this sorts of stuff, right? There's just diseases and chronic stuff that people are going through that, we're not doctors.
Right. No, we're not.
um, but I would say, and then there's also kind of this like, as you age, you need to hydrate better and eat more fiber.
Yeah. Yep. So there's sort of like the what do you remember that three-legged stool?
Yeah, I do.
Um
I don't
what
remember
was
what
it?
the legs are though.
Sleep, diet, like rest, diet, and exercise, maybe?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
And so yeah, like your whole body working together
Mm-hmm.
is a good thing. So like making sure you get that sleep, making sure
Yep.
like I think your gut is going to just do better. Again, this is just
Yes.
I'm just basing this on being a human and having noticed this. Like when I don't sleep well and when I don't have fiber, like you were saying,
Yep.
uh, if I'm traveling or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you're in that airport at like 6:30 a.m. and you're like,
What have I done? I mean, it's worse if you're in the airplane.
oh man, yeah, we have. I mean, there's so many stories we could go into that we're just not going to because this is being recorded. Um,
There
gaseous
have been times
anomalies
when
and
they're like
such.
when I have been yelled at by by not stewardesses. That's the old what are they
Flight
called?
attendants.
Flight attendants. Where I'm like, I can't help it. I
Wait for
can't
what?
sit down.
Oh,
When
just
they're
for
like,
getting up.
"Sir, sit down." The seatbelt lights are on, and I'm like, I can't sit down. Trust me, it's gonna be way worse if I don't unbuckle my seatbelt and run back there.
Right, right, right. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
so many flight stories. So yeah, we don't need to get into all those.
yep.
But it's like that, all of that working together.
Mm-hmm.
So making sure, I mean, I can remember all the way back to like sixth grade health class, dude.
Yep.
And and Miss Miller,
Mm-hmm.
the one that taught us about the big M.
Yes, that's
Um,
right. Yep. This is sex ed. Yeah, for sure.
yep.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and she was like, fiber is a powerhouse for your gut, and she's like, it pushes through it like a
A
um
freight train?
no, like a bulldozer
Okay, yeah.
is what she said.
That's great.
And so eat fruits and vegetables and
Mm-hmm.
fiber, and like, I mean, I talked about that on that clip from the season 1. We
Mm.
love milling our own flour and making our own
Whole
bread. I mean,
grains.
our whole family, dude,
Mm-hmm.
that bread makes us all just feel good, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
In that department. I have one other practical tip,
Okay.
and this goes all the way back to, remember when we were gonna stay with my one of my like family
Yeah.
friends for the first Phoenix half marathon?
And they were like, nah. When you
Yep.
were like, oh, and also can my friend and his whole family stay?
Yeah. I was like, hey,
Oh
so
no, they
we're coming to do
can't.
that race. They were like, yay, that's amazing. You can stay in our guest room. And I was like, sweet. Oh, also, my friend, his wife, his 2 kids, and also my wife. Can we all stay there? They're like, what are we running what did they, I should find that email. What are we running a bed and breakfast
A
around here?
bed and breakfast.
No.
That's what it was. And also my friend's brother will show up
Oh, yeah. And also,
unannounced.
right, and my dad and Judy too. Um, so, but I remember from before that happened, and then we lost contact and then never spoke again, like
Yeah.
17 years later. Still to this day. I don't think I even responded to that email.
We just completely broke that relationship.
Dude. What are we running to bed and breakfast? Last thing we ever said to each other.
Okay, what happened digestively that night? That's what
Okay.
I want to know.
So they run the Phoenix half marathon like every year, have for
Oh,
years,
yeah.
and they walked through their morning routine,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, and of course we have coffee to clean the pipes,
Yep. I remember
and
that.
that stuck with me. Obviously, we
Mm-hmm.
knew about that before then, but that kind of like the morning cup of Joe, that was
Yeah.
like my main tip: fiber, fruits, vegetables, sleep, and the morning cup of Joe.
Clean it out.
Yep.
Yep. Bulldoze that right out of there.
So fiber, I consider fiber the bulldozer, and caffeine
The pipe
lighting
cleaner.
the match of the dynamite. Uh,
You're blasting. Needed
yeah,
blastings.
it's the needed blasting.
All right. Well, know thyself, folks, and act on knowing thyself. I really feel like that's the key to getting regular. You know what we mean?
Mhm.
All right. Let's head into the close and what's giving us life this week.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's clap. I have a follow-up thing that I forgot to mention real quick.
Okay.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap.
All right, here we are in what's giving us life this week. Anthony, why don't you start?
Sure. Hey, I had one follow-up. What I was just looking at my notes there.
Yeah.
that I forgot to mention. Dude, I went to the gastroenterologist when we
Hmm.
were in Florida,
Okay.
and he was like, I guarantee you this is going to get better. He's like, as you age,
Mm.
you're just going to start feeling better.
Huh.
And he because he was like, I don't see anything crazy,
Uh-huh.
and we've monitored some stuff, and he was like, as you get to know, because I was like, it was like during that first season,
Yeah. Yep. It
and he
probably
was like,
was.
as you listen to your body, and and he's like, it's gonna get better, and I was like, yeah, sure, doc, and I was like, kind of mad about that,
Why?
because I was like, he's just like passing me off, like I felt a little bit like, wait, I thought you were gonna like tell
I
me
see. Because you went
this.
in with gut problems and he's like, maybe you should get to know yourself better and then it'll get better.
Pretty much, because we ran some tests and did the things, and I went in a box and all this stuff.
You were probably hoping that he would find something better than just change your eating and get to know yourself better.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
much. I thought he was
Yeah.
going to give me the silver bullet on,
Right.
that superpower that I
Yeah.
was hoping for.
Definitely. Remember the bullet? What was like blender that was the bullet?
Oh yeah, the
Remember that thing?
magic
The
bullet.
magic bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember that. That was
Yeah.
sweet.
Okay, what's giving you life this week?
All right, dude. Life giving was both our girls got to sing the national
Mm.
anthem
Mm-hmm.
before the Braves game. It's something that I actually don't quite know how the hookup is, but their school,
Mm.
their like choir gets to do it every year, the middle school one and the elementary school one on two different times.
Wow.
And it's just so fun
Yeah.
because, this, 40-person choir of fourth and fifth graders and then of middle schoolers go out and
Mm-hmm.
they sing the national anthem. They're on the big screen. It's so fun. And then the whole school goes to the game and we cheer
Yeah.
for the Braves who are not doing so good.
Oh,
Um,
sorry to hear that.
yep. But it was really fun and it's such a fun night. I wasn't able to do the middle school one. I've seen Lily do this every year, and this year I had a concert, and I was like, I could not play that concert, but then I'd have to play this weekend. What do you think, Lily? She's like, just play the concert.
Okay.
Don't ask off for it. But I did have two Gomer's tips along with it, dude.
Okay.
Number one, everybody, you need to clean your iPhone lens, camera lens. Okay, so
I love this. I don't know what it has to do with this, but
no, so like just take a look at when you see people that take pictures with their iPhones.
yes.
So often they're smudgy and blurry.
Oh boy, you're naming one of my pet peeves, my
Yep.
PPs.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it in people's photos. And
Yes.
this is
The
no judgment.
smear,
This
right?
is
The foggy
my
smear.
the way I realized it the most was my picture with David Letterman.
Oh.
Me and David Letterman is my phone I pulled out of my pocket and it has like three smudgy thumbprints on it. And the picture is not clear as crystal. It's Smudge City.
Oh no.
Which who cares? But I realized it because when we were at the game, we're taking pictures, taking videos and stuff, right? And I'm like, take my shirt and
Yep.
just clean off the lens. Just put that into the flow.
I mean, you say who cares? I care. I care
Actually, I
deeply
care.
about this.
I care because now our photos look crystal clear,
Yeah.
and that's good for our memories.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
and then the other one is download SeatGeek or the MLB app or Ticketmaster or whatever app you're using for big events such as Coldplay, such as Braves games,
Mm-hmm.
before you go to the game because internet cell service and
Mm.
Wi-Fi oftentimes won't work, and then you won't be able to get your tickets or your parking passes,
I see.
and that sucks.
Yeah.
So
I have
those are two
another tip
tips.
about getting SeatGeek
Ooh,
is that at concerts, at games, sometimes you can just look at SeatGeek and see where there are empty seats still and go sit in them.
that is funny. That's really good.
I did that when I went to see Book of Mormon a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
I just looked at Broadway.com and I was like,
Uh-huh.
there's a chunk of seats right up front. Let's do this. And we just went and sat in them.
That is great.
We did
That's
it
a
when we went to
great
go
tip.
see Totoro in London. Same thing. I was like, boys, here we go.
Wow. And you didn't get carded or
No,
whatever you'd call it, like where they
who
checked
cares?
it.
Nobody seems to care.
They cared at this thing, dude.
Did
We
they?
actually did that. We didn't
Yeah.
do that. There was a row of seats pretty close to the front that we sat in to watch
Yeah.
them sing,
Uh-huh.
and then we all sat in with our hot dogs and pretzels and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so life-giving too. That bite of a ice cold beer and a hot dog.
Yeah.
Jeez, and the pretzel. Anyways, um, and they were like, "Can we please see your tickets?"
Oh,
We're like,
that's a real
"Oh,
shame.
they're actually like up there, like 3 levels." Sorry.
Now, was it that this was at the beginning of the game?
It was.
Okay. So I guess a second tip would be it works way better in the second half of a
Oh, like
game.
at
Yeah.
intermission or
So
at.
when we did that at Book of Mormon and at Totoro at intermission,
Got it. Okay, perfect.
and nobody cares. Nobody seemed to care, including the people that we sat next to. I was like, "Can we sit here?" And they were like, "Genius, go ahead."
You're like, see, look on SeatGeek.
I know.
Nobody's sitting here.
I don't know if this is a great. It's an illegal tip I just gave, but whatever.
It's all good.
Um, I'm going to talk about Downton Abbey, the grand finale. I went to see Downton Abbey this weekend. If you are
Nice.
feeling stressed or overwhelmed by what's happening in the world,
Mm,
a good tip to you is now I'm going to go see The Long Walk this weekend with Jack, which I've been waiting for 35 years to see.
mm.
One of my favorite Stephen King books. Um, I asked Jessica, "Do you want to go see The Long Walk?" And she looked at me like I was insane. It's a brutally violent movie,
It does look
right?
pretty
And I
brutal.
cannot wait to see Mark Hamill as the worst bad guy I can think of.
Wow.
We'll probably talk about that more when we do Misery
Okay,
next month.
great.
Um, and I was like, well, you know what else came out? Spinal Tap 2, which we haven't seen yet.
Yep.
Um, and Downton Abbey, the grand finale. And we're like, hello,
Mm-hmm.
Sunday afternoon. Went to see Downton Abbey, the grand finale. That movie went so hard. It was so amazing.
Nice.
I cried at the end. Is the
Nice.
movie good? Probably not. The
Ah.
movie's good. Is it great? Probably not.
Uh-huh.
But 12 years of our lives living in the Abbey coming to a close. They knew exactly what buttons to push, especially in the last 5 minutes. I was crying. If you're a Downton Abbey fan out there listening to this podcast, which I wouldn't be surprised about, the grand finale is a good movie to go see in such a time as this.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Aaron, my Aaron, obviously, and
Mm.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
So Mr. Aaron's Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said my Aaron.
Right.
They're doing a ladies' night and
Mm.
super stoked about Downton Abbey.
Okay, maybe I'll fly out. I would love
Dude,
to see it again.
they'd be down. I mean, I have so much homework if I want to go to that movie. Like
Oh,
I've never
if you
seen
have
the
never seen
episodes.
Downton Abbey, or if you are not caught up with Downton Abbey, this movie would be the most inscrutable thing you've ever gone to see. This would be
Worse than
worse
Hunger
than when you
Games.
went to see the fifth Hunger Games, fell asleep, and woke up for the last 10 minutes. And then you asked me why I can't remember the actress's name. Coin gets shot by an arrow, and I was like, if I were to explain to you why, like this is why you go to other movies in the
Right.
series before you go to the last one, and also stay awake. All right, Nation, we want to know what you think. Are you regular, Nation? We're wondering. You can
Right.
just let us know. The best way is Instagram, but we're at Two Gomers on all socials. You can also find uh, a lot of things on our link tree and our Instagram, including the running schedule and a ton of other stuff from the Gomerverse. You can call us on the Gomer phone. That number is
608-622-7669. That's 608 NBA Pony.
take a moment and rate, review, and subscribe, or update your review on Apple
Yep.
Podcasts or Spotify. We think season 13 is a perfect place for people to start, so we want to get out there a little bit more. Thanks, Davis, for our music, Jason and Eric for our graphics, Adam, our webmaster, Lindsay, our social media maestro. Thanks especially to our Gomertrons who subscribe to our second podcast, The Bonus Disc on Patreon, not only home of our perfect movie show where we just covered The Social Network, and we're doing Misery next month, but also extra episodes, drafts, brackets, field recordings, food battles, up to 4 episodes per month, and video, depending on the level at which you subscribe. That's patreon.com/2gomers. We welcome your support, and we thank you.
Awesome, dude. Well, know thyself and then act upon it.
Yes, can I end with a poem?
Oh, yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me here. Awesome, dude. Well, do you have a poem for us?
I do. I was thinking about food,
Mm.
and I was thinking about there is a lot of poetry about food out there, but I remember reading a lot of Pablo Neruda when I was in college. And he's a Chilean poet who writes a lot of odes to normal things, which is actually probably going to serve us well as
Mm.
we go through our series and I try to find poems. So he wrote an ode to like socks, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And he
Great.
wrote a lot of odes to food.
Mm.
I was going to read my favorite one, tomato, but I know you're not a tomato fan.
I've
So,
gotten more into tomatoes, but it's okay.
but what about bread?
Bread is
I
bread
thought
is molto bene.
molto bene. Oh, Tucci's show? Have you seen Tucci's show at all in Italy?
Not the new.
Hello. Okay,
Oh
I'll have to talk about
boy.
that in um one of my What's Giving Me Life. But this is Ode to Bread, an excerpt from Ode to Bread by Pablo Neruda. Bread, you rise from flour, water, and fire. Dense or light, flattened or round, you duplicate the mother's rounded womb and earth's twice yearly swelling. How simple you are, bread, and how profound. You line up on the baker's powdered trays like silverware or plates or pieces of paper, and suddenly life washes over you. There's the joining of seed and fire, and you're growing, growing all at once like hips, mouths, breasts, mounds of earth. The temperature rises, you're overwhelmed by fullness, the roar of fertility, and suddenly your golden color is fixed. And when your little wombs were seeded, a brown scar laid its burn the length of your two halves toasted juncture. Now whole, you are mankind's energy, a miracle often admired, the will to live itself.
Wow.
Bread.
What put some salted butter on it.
Where's my ode to salted
Yeah, where's
butter?
or olive oil, a really nice peppery olive oil.
I'll,
Mmm.
I'll see if I can get a hold of Pablo Neruda. I think he might be dead. Anyways, great app.
Super fun, man. And remember, everybody, if you can have a wait, sorry. And remember, everybody, if we can have a cup of Joe to clean out those pipes, discover indigestion, eat fiber, fruits and veggies, whole grains, discover the three-legged stool, discover is food worth it? Is it really worth it to know thyself, to act on what we know?
Mm,
You
mm.
can too.
And happy running.
All right, let's clap. 1, 2, 3, clap,
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
clap. Great. Let's
Great.
stop that. 1, 2, 3, stop. Nice, dude.
Okay, I'm going to stop this. Bye, everybody.